Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 76 of the Cleveland Spiders franchise here on MLB The Show 21. Baseball has returned. We have made it to the postseason in a very unconventional way, but we're glad baseball is back after the labor stoppage of the season, and we are here in the ALDS between the Los Angeles Angels and the Cleveland Spiders. The Spiders are your one seed in the American League, finishing 36-24, and today they'll play host to the Angels, who beats the White Sox, in the wild card round, and they finished the season 31-29. It should be a good one. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. Aaron Civale is going to take the mound for the Spiders. He had a very good 2022 season. Remember, the stats on your screen are not accurate. He will start off against David Fletcher, who steps to the plate for the Angels. And he will start the ALDS with a flare into right center that is caught. And that'll be the first out of the game. Take a look at the Angels lineup. We'll now see Anthony Rendon followed by the three-time AL MVP Mike Trout. Jared Walsh at first, followed by Justin Upton in left. Brandon Marsh in right. Luis Aviles Jr. at short. Michael Busch is the DH. And then Max Stasey is behind the plate. Here is Anthony Rendon up next, and he looks at a curveball that is called ball 4. So he will take his base, and that will bring up the aforementioned three-time AL MVP Mike Trout, who was first this season in batting average, hitting .347, third in home runs, this is all in the American League with 16, and fifth with 43 RBIs in that category. But he begins his game by popping up to Naylor at first for the second out of the inning. Jared Walsh is turned up next. He swings and misses on a low sinker, so the Angels get nothing in the first inning. On the mound for them will be Andrew Heaney, who made 13 starts this season. He went 2-3 with a 4.01 ERA in that span, a 1.27 WHIP, and he'll be tasked with getting the first game. Donovan Solano will step up to the plate for the Spiders, and he starts off their day with a grounder over to Rendon, who records the first out. We'll take a look at this Spiders lineup. They were 9th in the American League in batting average, and here is the roster. We'll see Naylor up next, followed by Ramirez. Francisco Reyes, who is back after a fractured leg at DH. Ahmed Rosario getting the 5 spot in center, very odd. And Eddie Rosario in left. Jordan Luplow in right. Owen Miller getting the start at shortstop. And Roberto Perez behind the plate. Here is Naylor, who is the best hitter all season for the Spiders. He singles into left field. And that brings up Jose Ramirez. First pitch swinging, waits on an outside curveball. He pops it up to center. And this will be the second out of the inning. Here comes before we get to Francisco Reyes, Mike Trout with an errant throw. And he's going to allow Naylor to move up to second. So a rare E8 against Mike Trout. But that puts a runner on scoring position for Francisco Reyes. Haven't seen him since April. 1-0 pitch. And he is going to dribble it over to the right side of the infield, so nothing will happen for the Spiders in the first. Both teams scoreless. In the second inning, Civale, well, he's going to get him to go down 1-2-3. Civale 8-2 this season, and he is their dominant ace for the Spiders. Bottom of the second, 2 outs, and Luplow will draw a walk, so that'll put him on first base for Owen Miller, who gets jammed and flies out to the right side of the infield, so both teams scoreless as well in the second. Top 3, Civale gets 2 down, but then Fletcher will hit a base hit into right field, so that'll put him on board for Anthony Rendon. Rendon gets a 3-0 count, but he gets the green light, and he draws it deep to left, but it is caught out there by Eddie, so nothing for the Angels. Bottom 3, 1 away, Solano back at the dish, and he slaps a fastball into right field that'll get down for a base hit, so Solano is now on first base. Josh Naylor up next, 2-2 pitch, gets jammed on a fastball, and that's an easy fly for Stasey. That's the second out of the third. Jose Ramirez up next, 2-2 pitch, looks at strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Heaney to hit the corner. Both teams scoreless through 3. Going to the fourth now, Mike Trout will start it off for the Angels, and he does single into center field. So a leadoff base runner now for the Angels. Jared Walsh up next. He gets a sinker, but he pops it up, skies it into center field where Ahmed will have it, and that'll be the first out of the fourth. Brings up Justin Upton, 0-2 pitch. Nice curveball, gets him to swing and miss, so 2 down now for the Angels, and then Brandon Marsh chops it over to the shortstop where Miller will field it, and he'll throw him out at first base. How about bottom 4 for the Spiders? Francisco Reyes will lead off, 1-0 pitch, perfectly times it into center field, so he gets aboard here to begin the fourth. Next up, Rosario, 2-2 pitch to him, and he just chops it over to the left side of the infield. It is not going to be a double play. Y2ALDS with an errant throw. That's the second error of the day for the Angels, so now they have runners on at first and second, no outs, but Rosario with a 3-6-1 double play. That does move the runner, though, to third base. So we need a base hit from Jordan Luplow. He first pitch swings and flies out to left, so no runs in the fourth inning. Top 5, 2 down, Max Stacy. Make it 3 down. 1-2-3 inning for Savales. He continues to settle in. Can we go bottom 5, though? But can the Spiders get a run? No, they cannot. Solano with a chopper over to Rendon, and both teams scoreless through 5 in this pitcher's duel. Top 6, 2 down for Mike Trout, and Trout will end the tie. A solo bomb to left field, no doubt about that one, and Trout gets the Angels on the scoreboard. The Millville Meteor is what they call him, and he goes yard 16 in the regular season. That was 3rd in the American League. When there's an open base, why not just pitch around Trout? 1-0 now for the Los Angeles Angels. Still got to get out of the inning, though. Jared Walsh up next. 1-0 pitch to Walsh, and he's going to beat the shift as that's a hit in between second base and first base. So he's on first now for Justin Upton, but Upton will get tied up inside, but the Angels do strike first. Bottom 6, see if the Spiders can answer. Ramirez gets plunked, so he will take his base. And that'll bring up Franmil Reyes. 1-1 pitch to Reyes. High fastball, can't lay off of it. He's behind it. And that'll be a pop-up for the second out. Can Ahmed Rosario get a base hit? 3-1 to him. Another high fastball he can't lay off. But this one does get into right, and it does bloop for a base hit. Marsh tried to give it a shot, but he couldn't make the grab. And now runners on the corners. 2 away for Eddie. First pitch, Eddie chops it over to second base. Another squandered opportunity. Spiders still scoreless through 6. We're going to the 7th now, where Scott Alexander will come in out of the pen. So Savali goes 6 strong, and they'll turn it over to the lefty to get the inning over with. He gets the first 2 down, and then Michael Bush, he gets him to strike out. So nice 1-2-3 by Scott Alexander. But it's time to stretch, and the Spiders need to stretch. They also need to get some base hits. There's another 1-2-3 inning for them, as Heaney has 7 strong innings. The 8th belongs to Nick Whitgren, who makes an appearance. He had 32 games appeared in the regular season with a 3.41 ERA. He gets the first batter to go down, but then walks David Fletcher, so that'll put him on first base for Anthony Rendon. 1-2 pitch to Rendon. Fastball right down the middle into right center. It's going to bloop for a base hit. So now 2 base runners for the Angels, and it's Mike Trout. First pitch to Trout. He does chop it over to second for a 4-6. No 3 double play, though. Trout's got the speed to beat it out, and he keeps the inning alive. Jared Walsh comes up. Runners on the corners. He looks at ball 4. Don't know about that one, but you can't argue it. Blows the bases for Justin Upton. He is 0 for 3 on the day, but he has a chance to make an impact here. 0-2 to Upton. Grounds it through the right side of the infield. That's going to bring home 1. Trout's going to round third. He's going to come home. That's a 2 RBI single for Upton. Angels take a 3-0 lead. Brandon Marsh up next. Skies it into center. That'll be the 3rd out, but the Angels have extended their lead with only 2 innings to go. Heaney stays in for the 8th. He gets the first, the second, and the 3rd batters to go down. Ramirez grounds out. Nice play by Rendon. We got to go into the 9th. Jordan Hicks takes the mound. He was excellent this season. He pitched 1 earned run in 21 innings. That's a 0.42 ERA. He gets 2 down until Max Stacy comes to the plate. He hits a high sinker deep to left, and Eddie runs out of space. It's a solo shot for the Angels. Max Stacy, the catcher, goes deep. So that brings up David Fletcher, who draws a 4-pitch walk. So Hicks just needs 1 more out, and he's struggling to get it. Rendon up next. Full count. Runner's going to go, and this one's hit into the gap off of the wall. So Fletcher, who had a head start, rounds third. He's going to come home and score, and Hicks gives up 2. That's more than he did all regular season. And now you got to face Mike Trout. Full count to Trout. Chopper down the left field line. That's going to get by. Rendon's going to round third. He's going to come and score. However, Trout will be thrown out at third. But it's 6-0 now for the Angels. The Spiders down to the last inning. Heaney still on the mound, but he does give up his first run. Francisco Reyes with a bomb that smacks off of the left field foul pole. Welcome back, Francisco Reyes. 4:53 down the line, so at least the Spiders will not be blanked as Reyes makes his trot around the base pass, flex the right bicep. Haven't seen that for quite some time, and tries to give the Spiders fans a little bit of hope here. That's going to do it for Heaney. Mike Mayers is going to come in relief. He had 26 appearances this season, a 4.56 ERA. He's tasked with preserving a 5-run lead. The first batter will be Rosario, who will chop a slider up the middle for a base hit. So, Spiders showing a little bit of life here, but is it too little too late? Eddie's up next. 1-1 pitch to Eddie. Chopper in front of the plate. Mayers will have it. He'll throw him out at first, but Ahmed does move up to second. Jordan Luplow up next. First pitch swinging, slaps it down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit. Ahmed's going to round third. He's going to score with ease. Luplow wants two, though, and he's thrown out. A perfect throw by Upton, but it's 6-2 Angels. Spiders, though, down to their last out. It's Owen Miller. Shallow hit into right center, but it's enough for Marsh to get underneath it. And the Angels will steal Game 1 of this series by a final score of 6-2. And now the Spiders will have to win 2 in Los Angeles to bring it back. As big loss, I would say, in Game 1. You have your best pitcher on the mound, and you can't get any offense behind them. Angels getting hot maybe at the right time. We'll have to wait and see. Heaney is your player of the game with his 8 innings strong. Only gave up that one solo shot before being pulled. But let's take a look around the league as the other series have gotten underway. The Yankees win Game 1 against the Athletics by a final score of 9-1 thanks to a 5-run 8th and a complete game from Cole. On the other side of the league, the Cubs beat the Dodgers 5-1 in Game 1, so the Cubs also steal one against the 2-time defending champs. They couldn't get anything going besides bets. Game 2 of the series between the Athletics and the Yankees, the Athletics come back and win 2-0, but both of those runs came in the 15th inning. This was a scoreless game for 14 until Murphy with a 2-run shot, and the Athletics tie the series back up. First game in this series, the Mets beat the Phillies 5-4 thanks to 4 runs into the 9th inning. If you're the Phillies, you got to be killing yourself for that one. You have a chance to put the best team in baseball away in Game 1, and you blow it. A big loss for the Phillies. Game 2, though, between the Dodgers and the Cubs, the Dodgers do win 5-4. They get a run late in the 8th. And the Cubs will drop this once this series is also tied up at 1 apiece. And now we jump back here to Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio for Game 2. The Angels now lead 1-0, and the Spiders' backs are not against the wall yet, but you'd hate to go down 2-0 going into Anaheim. So almost a must-win here for the Spiders. They will send Zach Plesac out on the mound for this one. Plesac started 13 games this season. He had a 3-8 record with a 4.91 ERA, so not the best season for Plesac. He'll start off against David Fletcher once more. He's hitting 500 here in the postseason. 1-1 pitch to Fletcher. He gets underneath the fastball. Just an easy pop-up behind first base where Naylor has it. We'll take a look at the Angels lineup here for Game 2. A couple of minor adjustments they have made. We'll see Anthony Rendon up next, then Mike Trout, then Jared Walsh. But then we'll see Shohei Ohtani getting the DH spot today. Justin Upton in the left field. Brandon Marsh, the rookie, followed by Luis Aviles, and then Max Stasey. But we'll see Ohtani today. That's the big change for the Angels. Rendon up next, full count, draws a walk, so that'll put him on first base for Mike Trout. First pitch to Trout, he rips down the left field line. Ramirez has it, throws it to second, but he pulls him offline. Could have had a double play. You end up with nothing. That's an E5 against Ramirez. That'll bring up Jared Walsh. Hit .327 this regular season. That's third in all the American League. And he has a runner in scoring position. He hits a fastball deep to center. Rosario's got to go all the way to the warning track to make this grab. But they don't test his arm, respecting Ahmed Rosario. I think Rendon could have made it. That'll leave the runners now on first and second. Shohei Ohtani steps to the dish. He hit .394 this season. Only batted in 12 games, but still very impressive. He looks at a full count changeup, though. That is strike 3, though, so the Angels will get nothing, and they'll send Griffin Canning out to the mound. 12 starts this season for Canning, 3-2 with a 3.06 ERA. Tasked with giving the Angels a 2-game lead going back to their home city. It'll be Donovan and Solano leading off once more. 338 average this season, second in all of the American League. 2-2 count to Solano. He gets the inside fastball, but just flares it out to Fletcher at second. Here's a look at the Spiders lineup. Spiders looking a little different today. They did some reshuffling. You'll see Josh Naylor, Jose Ramirez, Franmil Reyes in right field today, not DHing. Eddie Rosario in left. Adam Eaton will be the DH, followed by Ahmed Rosario in the 7th spot. Jimenez gets the start at shortstop, and Austin Hedges is behind the plate. Here's Josh Naylor, 2-0 pitch. Nice changeup. Pushes it the other way, but Trout has awesome range, and he makes it for out number 2. Jose Ramirez now first pitch swinging, turns on a fastball, and he hits it to right center where Trout was playing a shift. And the Spiders go down 1-2-3. To the second we go, 2 outs for Luis Aviles, the rookie shortstop, who steps to the plate. 3-2 pitch to him. And Plesac will walk on the curveball. It doesn't connect, so that's a 2-out base runner for the Angels. That brings up Max Stassi. 0-2 pitch. He swings and misses, though, so Plesac no damage in the second. Go bottom 2 now. Eaton at the dish for the Spiders. He tries to lay down a bunt, and that's another easy inning for them. Top 3, 2 outs for Trout, who rips one into left field. Eddie's going to get to it for a base hit, but Trout's going to get greedy. He's going to try to get to second, and once more, just like in Game 1, he's thrown out. So Trout's aggressive base running not paying off. Bottom 3, though, Griffin Canning starting to find a zone. This is with 2 outs. He, though, walks Hedges. That'll take us to the top of the lineup, full count, so Hedges is going. But it's an easy grounder to third, or I said easy, but Rendon can't field it. And they will rule that an E5. So both third basemen today making a mistake. That brings up Josh Naylor, the best hitter for the Spiders all season. With a runner on second, he hits it into right field. Hedges doesn't have speed, so they're just going to load the bases with 2 away and Jose Ramirez. 3-1 pitch, fastball across the middle to the right side of the diamond. That's going to bring home 2, a 2 RBI single for the Ramirez, and the Spiders have their first lead of the series. Franmil Reyes up next, trying to get some more runs. He gets a nice curveball, but he can't do anything with it. But the Spiders get 2 in the third. Angels looking for an answer. Well, with 2 outs, they'll get 1 answer as Justin Upton hits one deep to left field for a solo shot. Upton's first home run of the postseason, 376. He only hit 3 home runs all of the regular season. He only played in 4 games, though, because he did have that torn finger ligament. But Upton, who has been a thorn in my side for years, goes yard against us. 2-1 next batter, Brandon Marsh, as he grounds it over to third. So the Angels will get 1 back, so at least they chop the lead in half. We'll go bottom 4 now. Eddie leading off for the Spiders. He draws a walk. That was close. Joe Madden doesn't like the call, but that will put a runner on first. Then Adam Eaton up next goes opposite field, and it gets down for a base hit. So the Spiders put 2 aboard again. Ahmed Rosario, 0-1 pitch, chases a fastball, hits it to right. They are, no, they're not going to test. I thought they were for a second, and I'll keep the runners at bay. Jimenez up next. Nice fastball, just can't do anything with it. An easy fly to center. Trout has that one. And the Spiders, that's now 2 away. How about Austin Hedges? 1-1, high curveball, hits it to right field. It's got some carry, but it's enough for Marsh to get underneath it. And the Spiders get nothing with their 2 early base runners. Top 5 now, Luis Aviles leading off for the Angels. He slaps one into right field, so a base hit for the Angels. And the catcher up next, though, will strike out. Nice pitch by Plesac. And then David Fletcher. Oh, there's a runner taken off. Aviles actually steals second on the first pitch of the at-bat. Later, Fletcher, though, will strike out. So back-to-back Ks for Plesac. That's strike number 6 of the day. And that'll bring up Anthony Rendon. The 241 hitter in the regular season. He's got a runner on second. 2 away, gets jammed, and Naylor will put him away, so the Angels don't get nothing. We'll go bottom 5. Jose Ramirez step into the batter's box. He only hit 237 all regular season. A little disappointing for him. He does have that 2 RBI single earlier, but the Spiders will go down 1-2-3 in the 5th. How about top 6? Trout leading off. He's going to do what he does best, hit into left field. He will not try for 2 this time. That'll put him on first base, gets a decent lead. Plesac expects a steal, and they get him with ease. Trout, they read him like a book. He always tries to get second base. Can never get it seems like. So that's now 1 away for Walsh as he hits a moon ball to right center. It'll stay in the ballpark, but that's a loud out number 2. And then Shohei Ohtani with a full count pitch. We'll look at ball 4. Nice eye by Ohtani. He'll take first base for Justin Upton. 2-2 pitch, though, can't connect with the fastball, so the Angels get nothing. Plesac goes 6 strong innings. We'll go bottom 6 here, where Reyes leads off with a perfect home run to left center. That one is out of here in a hurry. Reyes' second home run in his many games. Boy, did we miss Reyes this regular season. Boy, did I miss the right bicep flex. Only played in 4 games thanks to his fractured leg, but he's making an impact here in the postseason, showing no rust. That'll do it for Canning. Aaron Slegers will come in and out of the pen. He had 28 games in the regular season. He had a 3.51 ERA through that time span. Eddie Rosario will be his first batter, and Rosario is not going to waste any time. The first pitch he sees, he drives to right field, and this one's going to clear the wall. That's about 3 rows deep for a back-to-back home run, solo shots, yes. Eddie Rosario this time. He had 9 home runs all regular season, and he gets one here, extends the Spiders' lead now 4-1 in favor of Cleveland. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Eaton lays down a bunt trying to get back on base. Rendon fields it but can't make the throw. They do rule this a base hit, so that's not Rendon's second error, although I would have said so. Nonetheless, Eaton is on first base regardless, and Ahmed Rosario strikes out. Jimenez up next, 2-1 sinker as he hits it the other way, but Upton will get underneath that one. And that'll bring up Austin Hedges. A 1 to the catcher. Fastball right down the middle, gets a hold of it to left center. This one is back, but Trout is going to get there in time. 4-1 those Spiders after 6, and they'll turn it over to Emmanuel Clase in the 7th inning. Clase didn't have the best season, 5.03 ERA through his 34 innings of work. Full count pitch to Stacy, but he gets them to go down, so that's a 1-2-3 inning for Clase. That takes us to the 7th inning stretch. Spiders, though, gets 2 outs, but a walk by Slegers puts Ramirez on first. Franmil Reyes up next. Power to right center, trying to go opposite field, but Trout is going to get there. He has great range. So nothing in the board for the 7th for both sides, so Jordan Hicks will set up the 8th for the Spiders. We just saw him have a rocky game 1, despite only giving up that 1 earned run all regular season. His first batter is Fletcher, who gets a base hit. That's past the glove of Solano into right center. That's a leadoff man for the Angels. Anthony Rendon, 2-2 pitch. He swings and misses on a slider. Nasty pitch by Hicks. Mike Trout, 1-2. Also can't connect on the slider. Hicks finding that spot. That brings up Jared Walsh. But before we get there, Hicks is tired. So it will be the former Angel, Tony Watson, making an appearance. Spiders also want that lefty-lefty matchup. Watson, 1.67 ERA this season. 1-0 pitch to Walsh, and Walsh will hit this into left field. It'll get down. So they keep the inning alive, and that'll bring up Shohei Ohtani, another lefty. 0-2 pitch to Ohtani. He rips this one into right field over the glove of Solano. This one's going to roll to the wall, and it's going to be trouble. Angels are going to get one. The next runner is also going to be waved around, and Walsh will score. So it's 4-3 thanks to the 2 RBI double for Ohtani. Angels not out of this one yet. Upton up next. It's a hit and run on a 1 pitch, but Upton just skies it into deep center. Angels do get 2 back, but they are still down by 1. We'll go bottom 8, where the Spiders look for some insurance runs off Slegers. There's a 1-out single up the middle by the former White Sox Adam Eaton. He'll be on first base for Ahmed Rosario, who chases the first pitch low, and he goes around the diamond, so the Spiders can't get anything. But they'll turn a 1-run lead over to James Karinchak, who led all of the American League with 22 saves in the regular season. He did blow 2. He does have a 3.68 ERA, but he's tasked with getting the save here. First batter he sees, Marsh hits it into left center. That'll be a leadoff base hit, so the tying run is aboard. How about Luis Aviles? They're going to bunt over Marsh, it looks like, and it will work. So now he's in scoring position. That'll bring us to the catcher, Max Stacy. Full count pitch, swings and misses on the curveball, strike 3. And now the Angels are down to their last out. It is the second baseman, David Fletcher, who you might want up in this span. Hitting .417 in the postseason. He is 1 for 4 on the day. Full count pitch to Fletcher as a ball 4. So Karinchak will put him on first, and that's going to bring up Anthony Rendon. 0-1 pitch to Rendon. He lips it into left field. That's going to get down. Eddie takes a tumble, and that's going to cost a run. The Angels will tie it up. Rendon does get thrown out to end the inning, but that is a blown save for Karinchak. We're tied up at 4 apiece. The Spiders now got to win it in the ninth, it seems like, and they can't do it. They go down 1-2-3. So we have extra innings baseball in Cleveland. The Angels have sent it to overtime. In the 10th, Cal Quantrill will come in for the Spiders. Remember, no extra runner rule in the postseason, so they will not start with that runner on second. It will be Mike Trout, though, to start the inning with a 1-0 pitch, and he singles into center field. So the first runner on board for the Angels. He's on first. Jared Welsh up next. 0-1 pitch, and he also slaps it at the middle for a base hit. That's back-to-back singles, and Cal Quantrill finds himself in trouble. That's Shohei Ohtani up next. He had the 2 RBI double earlier, and this one is down the line into the corner. It's going to be another run. The Angels will take the lead thanks to another double by Ohtani. 5-4 Angels, 4 unanswered, and there's still nobody out. Upton up next, though, will swing and miss through the fastball, so that will be the first one down. And then Brandon Marsh up next, 2-2, also swings through a fastball. So Quantrill with back-to-back Ks. He needs one more here. Luis Aviles is the batter. 3-1 pitch will ground it over to Naylor. That'll end the inning, but the Angels have the lead, and they're going to turn it over to Raisel Iglesias. He only has 4 saves this year because their primary closer was Keon Kela, but Iglesias is getting the nod here in the 10th. Very interesting call. He gives up a leadoff single to Naylor, and then Jose Ramirez up next will ground it through the left side of the infield. That's a base hit. Tying run now up to second base, no outs, and it's Franmil Reyes. 2-2 pitch. He can't connect on the changeup. That is a big strikeout on Reyes. And that brings up Eddie Rosario. 2-1 pitch. Grounder over to first, thrown to second, back to first, and the Angels have a 2-0 lead here in this series. Final score, Angels win it 5-4 thanks to 4 unanswered runs late off of the Spiders bullpen. Plesac's good start all goes for nothing. And now the Angels put the number 1 seed Spiders on the elimination alert. They take a 2-0 series lead back to Anaheim, and the Spiders can't believe it. Backs against the wall. They thought this was their year to go to the World Series. Well, now you got to win 3 straight just to make it on to the next round. 5 runs, 12 hits for the Angels, 4 for 9 for the Spiders. Iglesias gets player of the game thanks to his save inning. A big loss for the Spiders. Around the league, the Mets beat the Phillies in another walk-off, this time 7-6. So the Phillies now, their backs are also against the wall. The Mets have a 2-0 lead in this series as they continue to dominate. Go back to the American League now, where the Athletics win another extra inning game, 4-3 against the Yankees, and that puts the Yankees now down 2-1. So the Yankees are also on elimination alert. And then the final game of today, in Game 3, the Cubs beat the Dodgers 6-3. So the Dodgers are also on elimination alert. Cubs lead this series 2-1. This has been a very unpredictable postseason so far. But the Spiders have their backs against the wall. It's an elimination game that they need to win. Since it is an elimination game, it'll just be Game 3 in the next episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm sorry we're down 2-0. Well, I'll have to see if the Spiders have the grit to bring it back. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.